The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 6 of The Formal Gamer. The University of Eolus has produced some peculiar pupils, but none more peculiar than Gorrus, Farven, and Sot-Rue. They face an assignment unlike any other: to uncover the secrets of class and discover the origins of the dragon cults. Will they pass or fail? Will they live or die?
Hi guys, welcome to episode 13 of season 10 of the Formal Gamer podcast. We've got actually a really cool thing this week. We're going to be doing a plug for Bruce Hurd, and if you don't know who Bruce Hurd is, get on your Google. Like, one of the TSR authors, like, he's an absolute legend of the RPG world. So we're going to be doing a plug for his new product. This has come directly from Bruce himself. Like, I've had contact with him. This is very cool. It's probably the coolest thing we've had to do in this intro bit for a long, long time. So there's a new game supplement coming round, written by veteran TSR author Bruce Hurd. His Kickstarter launches on October 2nd, The World of Kalidar. It's a high fantasy setting focusing on Skyship. It brings to life a realm of wizards, schools of magic, secret guilds, a flying city, and an order of mage knights protecting a source of raw magic they call Blood of the World Soul. This mystical manor bestows sorcerers with powers they use to control demons and bind them to their service. This supplement can be used with mainstream RPG mechanics. The Kickstarter also offers an adventure book for use with the Gazetteer. Its page count is tied with stretch goals, so it's really 2 books in one offer, plus tons of add-ons. The Kickstarter hasn't launched yet, so it launches October 2nd, so the link in the episode description will be to the Facebook page to read more about it. Like, some of the stuff in it sounds really cool. I've actually really worked with the stuff we did with Methuselah in season... Oh, what season is that? Is that 8? 9? 8. 8. I'm really bad at knowing our own seasons. So, yeah, season 8 stuff. So we're definitely interested in this sort of idea, and who doesn't love skyships? But more important than any of that is that you enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Game Podcast.
Sorry.
Sorry indeed.
Sorry, obvious name.
We have a split party.
Hurrah!
Really?
No.
Because historically having a split party has always made things easier for everyone involved, hasn't it? Yeah, you guys stepped through and Raven stepped out of the door. The door shut as she shouted something which Sot-Rue didn't quite hear, but the other two may have heard, to do with Una. And you are in the wet... Oh, in fact, I think, Gorrus, you jumped on Sot-Rue, hadn't you? And you were...
on his head.
I dropped down again.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so...
When I realised Sot-Rue had luckily rolled a very terrible perception check.
You find yourself in a wet, windy, rain-soaked, temperate environment. There is a bridge in front of you with arches over either side, wooden arches. There is a group...
Sorry, there's a bridge in front of us. Wooden arches are over the bridge.
No, it's like on either end. There's like a bit... It's not just a bridge...
So it's a big enough bridge that it's got 2 arches that hold up the middle. Right,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So it's a central arch and 2 side arches.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, exactly that. You see a number of people encamped nearby. Because of the rain, there are little tents up, and they all appear to be huddled round a fire.
Are they close enough that they would have seen us as we came through?
You aren't sure. You did make a little bit of a racket as you came in, but you are far enough away that it's possible with the wind and the rain that they didn't hear you.
Can we make out what they look like? Possibly like
There
race?
are figures
or...
hunched. No, there
okay.
are figures hunched around.
So it's kind of a
campfire
okay. Cool.
At this distance, yeah.
I don't want to be confused. I feel like I am. Are we underneath the bridge.
No, you're just one side of it.
So we can literally just walk over the bridge.
You could, yeah. You're sort of there are fields, wind-beaten fields either side of you. There's a muddy cart-rutted path leading up this bridge. Way in the distance, you can see a settlement.
Okay.
At the edge of a forest.
River, or do we get?
You can with the even over the wind and the rain. You can sort of you can hear the strong flow of this river, which appears almost bank bursting.
And so, but I don't get where the arches are. The arches where you start on the bridge. So you start walking, and there's an arch.
So I think it's like the span of the bridge is there, and you've got arch, main sort of arch of the bridge.
Underneath the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to hold it up, there's two arches like that at either end, isn't there? And then there's.
How can we see that? Are we looking at the side view of the bridge in front of us?
So, right, okay, and I'll draw this for you to.
This is going to draw it for us. Don't you wish you were in the room?
Hang on. From what I've seen so far, that looks entirely like someone's penis. It's weird. It's like those Rorschach pictures. All of them look like penises.
Yes, it is. I get it. Okay. Yeah.
Which one?
Fine.
That one, right.
Yeah,
No way, I didn't
that's
see.
a bell. So here, this is my note. My notes for that episode were number 17 because I've been rolling the random rooms.
Right.
It says castle and it's got a picture of a bell.
Right. Good notes.
Nice.
Right, I haven't seen the bridge.
Hang on.
So we are looking at it side on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
We're looking at it side
Okay,
on.
perfect.
You're to one side and
Yeah.
you can
Okay.
see.
as we approach the bridge, we'll be able to cross it. Right.
So this must be a pretty impressive bridge for this, what we're seeing. We're not used to such big bridges.
No, I think in Helen Scar
Oh,
type
right, so it's
places.
not that impressive.
I thought, what I don't. We as a group.
suspension element I'm looking at that's a
Yeah, it
bit.
looks like it's got some engineering.
Yeah.
It's got some engineering. It's a wide river, and it's
Right.
a fast-flowing wide river that would, if you were to approximate it for some places in Helen Scar, would be on the west coast,
Right.
relatively, where the faster rivers meet down near Ellenby.
Okay.
Not actually Ellenby, but
Yeah.
we're talking that west coast side of Helen Scar.
Yeah. The old
Okay.
rich West Coasters.
Shall we try and sneak up and listen to what the people at the camp are talking about?
I think that would be, yes, the best course of action. Let's do it.
Fantastic.
Sot-Rue, who's the best at sneaking around here?
That is true. So I start walking off towards
No,
the.
I asked you who the best is at
No,
sneaking.
I heard
I obviously-
you're clearly the best at sneaking.
No, you're... Doris.
Well, I think it's me. It would have been Raven, but... So we wait for her to come out?
Are you already on your way?
I've started walking.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Raven's not with us.
Do we wait for her?
She said she was going back to Ulas. It was a terrible idea.
I nip back to the door and have a quick peek in the antechamber.
You try to have a quick peek in the antechamber, and the door will not open.
Oh. Uh-oh. So, we best pass this puzzle, because we're not getting out this way anymore.
Well, maybe this is a fine place to live our lives.
They got a bridge!
They've got a good
Some
bridge.
pretty good engineering going on that bridge. This is exciting. Right, let's go over. How close is Sot-Rue to these people now?
So Sot-Rue, you think you're about three... When you started,
Yeah.
you were about 3 double movements away in
Okay.
the wet rinny, moving in at an oblique angle towards this this camp around this fire, peaceful fire.
Yeah.
And you're just striding, I assume, through the wet.
Yeah. I'm trying to be sneaky.
You're basically you're walking along. So there is a rutted path, as I said. It appears
Okay.
to be like a secondary to the path. The main path appears to be sort of at 90 degrees to you coming away straight from the bridge, if that makes sense.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. You're walking along. Both of Farven and Gorrus, are you trying to jump in front of him, stop him?
Doris,
Or...
get ahead of him.
I do a 30-foot jump to jump next to him and try and land as stealthily as possible. Do you have to roll that?
So would you have done a double movement?
Yeah, I would have.
So I'm going to do a double movement, double jump.
So you're still going to be short.
Well, yeah, I'm always short. Oh, shit. 13.
What is this for?
Stealth.
landing.
I want to land as quietly as possible.
Oh, okay.
Squelch.
You think that with the wind and the rain that yes, and the fact that you're quite wet anyway, and you slip into water quite easily.
You're grotesque.
Such a lovely time. As on the second jump, I get as close as I can to Sot-Rue, and I go, Sot-Rue, slow down!
Does his landing splatter me with mud?
So
I'll be
you've
20
got
feet
a speed of 40, which would be 80.
So 80 double
you go 20
movement.
foot. It'd be a pretty big splash, and that doesn't really fit with the stealth. So actually, there's no splash.
Okay, cool.
It's sort of like frogging.
Would I hear him from 20 feet away if he's whispering?
He's doing loud whisper.
So would I need to roll to see if he's heard me? Sorry, I've heard him. Just because you said it's stormy and rainy. You said he's whispering.
Okay. We'll have you both roll a d20 then.
Okay.
What's this for?
8.
So you rolled
11.
plus stealth.
4.
4 in the wind and rain, so that's 15. And you rolled 8 plus 4 perception.
-1. 7.
Nope.
But I did say Sot-Rue slow down.
No, but Robin, the player, doesn't want to hear you.
No, I'm not cheating. I'm just saying if...
No, you're role playing.
Yeah,
But I wasn't trying to be stealthy.
I
when
don't
said,
mind if I hear
Sot-Rue,
it.
slow down. That wasn't a stealth roll.
But we don't have a skill for
Yeah.
putting the noise loud enough so
Yeah.
someone can hear, but not loud enough.
Exactly.
So I felt that stealth was probably the most appropriate
Right.
there.
So I won, so I did do it right.
Yeah, you can hear him. You can hear him say.
Ah, yeah. Well, you won the stealth. See what you said was stealthy, and he lost the perception.
I mean, how does this work?
I don't know.
Because I'm trying to...
Listeners,
Actually, I assume...
why don't you DM us and let you know how you do
I
it?
assume actually only one of us should roll. It doesn't make sense both of us roll, does it?
No, that's just
Either
that.
you whisper
That was high,
well
he
enough
wins.
Yeah,
for
I
me to
wanted
hear.
him to hear me,
Yeah.
and I rolled higher than
You
him.
hear something behind you, but you don't know what it is. You don't hear what he says.
Okay. I would stop and turn.
I wave.
I wave back and then turn back to continue.
Okay. The second I turn around, I jump the other 30 feet to get to him.
Oh yes, you've been 10 foot in front of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I turn around and go, slow down, father needs to catch up.
And then Sot-Rue looks back again at Gorrus, and then stops.
So yeah, okay.
We're going to try and listen to their conversation to make sure they're nice people that we can be friends with.
Sot-Rue nods
Okay.
while rubbing himself
So
clean in
Also,
the rain.
Raven has gone through that door and we can't get back out, so we need to make sure we complete this challenge. Because otherwise we are literally stuck in this room.
Sot-Rue kind of just, yeah.
Which of course Gorrus would love.
Nice here. How are you
What's-
finding the rain?
I'm liking getting so clean.
Apart from your feet, I suppose.
Let's not talk about my feet.
Okay.
Or moss.
No, I'm sorry about your moth.
That's all right. Wait, but your moss.
Or my poor book.
I know. That was a book that Raven gave you, wasn't it?
Yes.
That would have been an interesting book.
Even we didn't understand the magic of that book.
No,
Gorrus.
there was some yoga positions in there, and I don't know what they were trying to achieve.
No.
And it just looked like we're hurting each other.
But Sot-Rue, the water is good for your moss. It helps it grow.
I wasn't sad about the rain on my moss. I was sad about the moss I had to sacrifice.
I see.
Okie dokie. Well, I mean, if we get to the end of the day, Sot-Rue, and I haven't used my spells, I can do like a growing spell. I can make the moss grow really thick all over you.
Sot-Rue's eyes go flashing green.
Oh, I didn't know
Just
you
like his moss.
I didn't
Sorry,
know
what
you
are you
liked that so
proposing?
much. I could put my hand on him and it'll be covered in moss.
Oh, what? Because the
Remember we got that spell
yeah.
that makes everything grow?
I mean, he could be terrifying. It could also be a really.
I was just thinking.
That's very true,
This is a
actually.
good definitely. I could just make a tree.
Actually, that could be amazing.
Details in more detail.
Yeah, because if you curled up into like a ball, he casts it on you, and then you'd be effectively just a boulder.
Yeah, covered in moss.
I love
He's
that.
already a boulder.
That is amazing. I love that. I'll have to come up with how much. When you do it, we'll have to. If you do it, we'll have to roll, and we'll see how much stealth you get added. I love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we can make you very mossy if you want. Like, I should save it for the end of the day because it takes quite a while, that spell, and I might need to use the other spell. But certainly before we go back to university, we can definitely do that, Sot-Rue.
Well, you might need to use that other spell. You might need to produce 10 gallons of water.
Yeah, multiple times. I mean, yeah. At the moment, I can destroy a fair amount of water, but I can create such an amount of water. So, let's go sneak up on these people.
But wait, Sot-Rue, why do you think you're the sneakiest?
Because I've sneaked around the most.
Should we all vote?
Do you not remember my first sneak?
I remember you staying up all night and disappearing for a bit, and then you came and told us about a load of bandits who murdered a load of people.
Yes.
And you were like, I murdered these people who got murdered, and we tried to follow them and we couldn't. I guess that was good sneaking.
Was that your first sneak?
Yes.
Okay.
You did do a good job sneaking.
Good memories.
But yeah, it was a good memory.
The thing is, Sot-Rue, you're big and powerful. Like, we're all good at one.
Oh, thank you, Thor.
No, I can't argue that, even if I wanted to. You're big and powerful.
Sot-Rue hugs Farven,
There, oh, that's nice.
but he's a bit too excited, so he does it a bit too hard. It's
Okay.
almost like he's crushing the life out of Farven.
That's quite hard. Quite hard, Sot-Rue.
I mean, like, is he having to roll for that? Or is it
I don't know.
I like
It's your
how
choice.
of mice and men we've become. Lenny and George.
Is it,
Okay,
is
Sot-Rue,
that...
his face is going purple. Maybe let him go.
I mean,
a little
it's
bit.
it's probably like when he, put his hand in the ash. He's going to lose 2 damage.
What, if you remember, like...
He's going to take 2 damage.
He's only got 11 damage to take.
I mean, sacrifice for love.
Right, okay, so I guess you have to try...
Too tight that I feel I'm going to get hurt. I will be casting Gust on.
You have...
And the second I see his face getting red, I'm going to go, Sot-Rue, just let him go a little bit. Like, he's quite fragile, Farven. You can hurt him like
So
that.
whilst in a grab...
Sot-Rue looks down
Wait,
and
wait.
releases.
So whilst in a grab, you can cast a spell or look to escape the grab. So you've got options.
Well, he just said he released me, so I'll take that off.
I'll pat him and go, let him go, please.
But I think that was after you've taken the damage that he intended.
Well,
I don't know if he works. He says you take damage.
But he's
I say Gorrus
I was just trying to make it
easy.
No, but I'm saying that his intention was there, so we're at the point of you potentially taking damage.
Well, I didn't get a chance for my go, so I said stop. And luckily, I've got power over the rock monster.
Okay, let's do. Listen, it was nice you tried to hug me, but let's practice hugs. Hug Gorrus, but only so much.
Sot-Rue hugs Gorrus in the same way he hugs
no.
Farven.
I'll tell you when it hurts, not rude.
When his eyes bulge
And
out.
that hurts now. Don't go that hard.
Sot-Rue releases.
Okay, no harder than that. That's the hardest you can hug people. And if they say ow, you have to let them go then. Unless we're fighting with them. In which case, if they say ow, it's fine. This will apply to me and Father mainly. Not like he's going to grab like a bandit later and let him go.
And with Raven, yeah, it's a between somewhere.
We'll have to ask her what she finds painful.
Okay.
Right.
So who is the stealthiest? Because it's not Sot-Rue.
I've got a +4 for stealth, which
Yes.
means I'm quite sneaky.
Especially in the mud. We could cover you in mud.
Yeah, you can
slide
cover
on
me
the
in
ground.
mud. Shall I sneak up first, and if it's safe, I'll wave you two over?
Yeah, let's do that.
I get on the floor,
So
and I start swimming.
So you look at
The whole camp's
you're
walked over.
looking for a stealthy way to get up towards them. Are you?
Yeah.
There appear to be a couple of options. So you have the fast flowing river to your right, which is very high water, like bank wise.
Right.
Basically at the point of we're talking like a foot from breaking the banks of the river. You have the fields, windswept fields to your left, and they have water ditches running alongside them. So that is also an option. Or, as you say, you could just cat crawl.
I'll go into one of the ditches and swim along the ditch.
Okay, so right.
How's that again? I see.
That's me putting them. That's the mud suctioning as I move.
Right, so yeah, so you get into the ditch. It is cold, wet, muddy.
Oh, good
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
One more adjective.
There's
One more.
pooey.
Oh,
Looks like they've been fertilising the fields.
fuck.
So you wiggle your way along there,
Okay, yeah.
and oh dear.
Am I squirming?
Is he squirming?
Like
Am
a
I
worm.
squirming? I'm wiggling. Am I squirming? Am I writhing?
Well, I guess it's up to you whether you want to.
I'll do both of those things.
Or is it a rhetorical am I? Is it like, am I squirming or am I squirming, bitch?
I am squirming.
Oh, it's in.
Oh, it's over. Right. Okay, get along.
Roll me a stuff. You've got
14 plus 4, 18.
Okay, yep, you make it halfway. And
Luckily, my moans sound a lot like the wind. Is that the wind sound?
So
In Helen's Scar.
Yeah, let's go.
one more stealth check to get to the edge of where this ditch.
14 plus 4 again, 18.
Nice, you make it there. So if you imagine that you're standing at the end of the bridge, if you look left, it'll be where Sot-Rue and Farven are. Let's say that. If you look right, it'll be where the camp is.
Right.
There is a path that is running along the river, which you started on.
Okay.
And there's one going directly in front of the bridge, as in a continuation of the bridge.
Right.
You are at the very corner of that field. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you are there. You are within, let's say, striking distance of the sort of camp area.
Okay.
And you can see these guys are sort of camped out as if they're blocking entrance to the bridge.
I look for weapons.
You can see they all appear to have short swords.
Right. Okay. Can I, over the rain and stuff, can I hear anything?
Roll me a perception.
10 plus 2, 12.
You can hear the odd word coming from them. You can't really hear what they're saying, but you can hear the odd word, that being, don't know how we're going to do it in this rain. And then you hear other talking and only got limited time. And then you hear other talking and such like. And then you hear, no way just to smash it up. Can't do it in the wet. And then the men, and I mean by men I mean sort of male figures, appear to just sit there glumly, sort of thinking over whatever they're talking about, sitting around this campfire.
Interesting. But they don't sound like bandits, do they?
Possibly engineers. Maybe it's something to do with the bridge.
Right. I'm going to turn around, because I think I need Farven, who's the most charismatic of us. I'm going to squirt my way back to them. And I go, I don't think they're like bandits or thieves. I think they need help with something with the bridge that we might need help with. I mean, these are all challenges. So I don't think it's going to be just like fight these guys. So what do you think, Farven? We just go over and see what the problem is?
I think so. I think with Sot-Rue's strength, Gorrus, your courage, and my brilliant spells, I think we can beat anything.
Yeah, I mean, they sound like they're having problems with the bridge, so we need some smarts to fix it. How did you do in magical engineering? Did you get a good grade in that one?
I didn't go to those classes.
Oh, you didn't take magical engineering?
No.
I did take magical engineering.
How did you do?
It's an interesting one.
Yes.
I don't think I really got it.
Yes.
So I think maybe you still have your advantage.
Oh, right.
I mean, you remember Professor Winborn?
Yes.
He said, fundamentally, Gorrus, this doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Maybe you're... No.
I created a magical structure that repelled the things I wanted to take and took the things I wanted to repel. But what I ended up creating was a device that mainly, well, we put it on the toilet and it created a horrible mess.
Well, fingers crossed that's the engineering problem they're trying to tackle.
That's it, perfect. Because I'm meeting people, so I stand at my human frog pose where I have to walk swaying my arms.
Yes, here comes the Gorrus waddle.
I forgot you walk up like that.
Yep. Hello, strangers! And I wave over to them. Oh, we've got our undying lantern.
Oh, what's that do?
Do you remember the lantern we get that can't go out?
Yes, yeah.
The magic lantern. So we can hold that up
Yes.
and go.
Okay.
Torch, wasn't it? Yeah. So we'll wave that at them. Hello!
Yes.
So you see them jump up and they sort of turn around. Hands go to hilts of swords.
Oh, that's not what engineers do.
Hands go to hilts of sword, and they look towards you, sort of staring through the
A rock monster. A frog waving at them. Hello!
Eladrin.
Eladrin, sorry.
They'll probably think I'm an elf anyway, because they're probably uncouth morons.
You hear them shout. Who goes there? State your purpose.
My name is Farven Targwin from Fennefail.
I'm Gorrus Merryweather.
My name is Sot-Rue.
We've come to help with engineering.
And washing.
And the mud.
And step forward, one of you, come closer, so we can get a proper look at you. At the moment, it looks like there's a frog, an elf, and a large rock.
With the torch, I jump 30 feet towards them.
You see them step backwards, abrupt as you land towards him.
Technically a bullywug, but we are distant relatives of the frogs.
As they say, and where are you going?
We've been sent to help you.
By who?
Wellborn, the Watcher.
Which god do you believe in?
Well, these are several questions at once. Who
I
is...
didn't ask a question, I did a statement.
No, I have questions. Who is Wellborn, and why are you asking me which god I believe in?
Well, because Wellborn is a mystical force,
Yeah.
somewhat like a god. He may not be a god. And I'm saying that maybe whatever god you believe in, perhaps that god is the one that sent us.
We got a holy message from Wellborn to come to this place and help some people.
Are you with the Liege, Richard?
Nope, Wellborn.
I've not heard of this Wellborn.
What help do you need? Play straight past it. That's a difficult ball. I'll leave that one. I'll play the next one.
We're an advanced party. There's a train coming through here. We need to destroy the bridge.
Ooh. Why? What's so bad about the advance party?
We're at war
Oh, with who?
with the Liege, Richard.
Oh, he's had Morty. What's he done? Why am I camp?
I don't know. Are you camp?
Well, that's a good point. I don't know. Money as well. So, who's your side called?
The Liege Sterling.
Ooh, Sterling.
Sterling does sound better than Richard, doesn't
Sterling
it?
does. What crimes has the Lee Richard committed that we had to go to war? I'm on your side now.
I like
Break
that.
himself.
What crimes? Lieges do what lieges do. They're fighting.
Sorry, you're going to war because he was...
No, we're at war.
Oh, you're the at war.
Yeah.
Right, and this advanced party, what are they going to do? Kill everyone?
We think they're making a move on our territory.
Oh, that's naughty.
What if they think you're making a move on their territory?
Well,
Where's the territorial lines?
this is the border. This is one of the only river crossings that's still operational in this weather and has been for months.
Who has rights to this border? This bridge?
Well, Liege Sterling obviously should own everything, but Liege, they refuse to submit to his rule.
So if this bridge wasn't here, your two sides couldn't fight? We destroyed all the bridges down this river.
I suppose, but then our liege would be... Oh, no, we want to destroy the bridge while they are going over to destroy the advanced party for them.
Oh, yeah.
So, Gorrus, Sot-Rue, do we know what we're doing now, then?
Yeah, stopping this situation happening, I suppose.
Okay.
Is there a door around here that you find terribly puzzling?
No.
Right, okay. We might have to look for a door as well. If any of you men spot one, let us know. We're mystical!
I suppose the liege Richard his party would be coming from the other side of the bridge, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead as an advanced party, and then if they do come, we'll flash our torch up.
Are you sure you're not spies for the liege, Richard?
We will
The liege Richard? Sot-Rue!
You hear them go... "Puh, puh, puh."
Sot-Rue spits
And they look
stones.
towards... They look towards Sot-Rue.
Throws on gravel.
So you just hear,
earlier.
Is that what you do?
yeah.
They turn to, I suppose, roll a persuasion. One of you.
Him, not me.
Not going well. Not going well. Might have to pounce over them. Not going well. 9.
A 9.
That's not perfect.
I don't recognise you from the army. I don't recognise you from his entourage.
We're not from the army.
Do we still have
No, you said...
paper?
Who was the person you said got sent? Wellborn, did you say?
Yes, Wellborn.
Wellborn.
He's a man that deals with our orders. We are mercenaries, and we have a letter from Liege Richard.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shit. Who's got some paper?
We have a letter from Liege Sterling, rather, saying that he wants to acquire our services to be scouts around this area.
Show me the paperwork.
Well, it's quite rainy outside. I wouldn't want to, get the paperwork wet.
Come under our tent. We have a fire going.
I've been waiting for you to invite us in. Wonderful.
Am I right to stay outside?
But why would you want to?
I immediately just go flat. I like it.
It's strange. Has he gone native?
No, it's part of his advanced scouting tactics.
I start sniffing the ground. I can smell them coming.
Have you seen those sand... Is it sand lizards?
Yeah, where they just...
Wiggling around the floor.
Is he one of those who disappears very quickly?
He can be.
I try and disappear quickly.
Do the rustling thing.
I immediately try and burrow myself into the mud.
Roll stealth?
No, it's
Athletics?
15.
You are pretty much submerged under there with just a pair of googly eyes poking out of one of your feet.
See, do you want to... You're lucky he's not on Liege Richard's side.
And then I can do this. I just jump in the air and go...
There's mud everywhere. Mud everywhere, covered, and including on you, Sot-Rue.
Sot-Rue does not look happy
Sorry.
and starts trying to wash it off in the rain.
Well, yeah, I suppose what? Just like...
Yeah, as in help it
air
come
shower.
off, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Farven, you go into the tent with them, and you can see in this this tent, it's a lot more dry here, and you can see barrels and barrels going backwards, probably in the region of about 5 or 6.
Oh, you've got a lot of wine here, having a party?
Oh no, not wine. Where'd that accent come from?
That's Danny's.
You're
Oh no, not wine!
Meat!
These barrels are pitchforks! Barrels of pitchforks!
I miss them. I wish we could go backwards.
Actually, they were quite entertaining.
I don't know what we'd do. Just hang out with them. Cook vegetables.
We got the barrels, but we can't really get under the bridge. We don't want to put it on top, and we reckon if we ran the explosive trail that we usually do, it's just going to get stopped by the rain.
Oh, so we could put the barrels under the bridge for you. Interesting.
But then we have no way of setting them off.
Well, what do we have that could set it off?
I've got a spell that suits a firebolt.
Yeah, it's the Gorrus outside, the bullywog, has a fire belt spell. He could set
Firebolt? It's my belt. Fire.
He could set it off easy peasy.
Okay.
Lemon.
Squeezy.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
So we wait till the advanced caravan comes.
Yes.
When they're on the bridge...
Well, we have to set
Kaboom!
the barrels there beforehand, won't we?
Yeah,
Because we can't set it while they're on the bridge.
it's a good point.
So we'll set them there beforehand, we'll wait in hiding, blow it.
Where are we going to hide?
Well, you saw Gorrus, he hid almost in front of you, didn't he?
I suppose. Could you teach us that?
No.
Why?
Well, because you're not frogs.
Come now, Gorrus, don't be racial like that.
But I bet he points to Sot-Rue. He says, "I'm sure he looks like a stealthy character."
I am, and you're not wrong.
You're wrong, he's not.
If we're in a castle and he stands very still, many people mistake him for a wall.
That's a good point.
Or in a field of boulder.
How good are you guys at fighting?
Does this answer your question? I hold out a trident.
He's got a trident.
You do.
I start doing moves with it.
We're powerful.
Is there a the tent? Is it held up by like wooden poles or?
Yeah. There's a central pole. and-
Sot-Rue punches the central pole.
Why didn't you think that was going to happen? Someone asked if there was a thing.
There was a request for a show of strength.
Okay, so I'll describe the tent. So it's got an open frontage. It's a triangular tent which has 3 central poles that go backwards. The gunpowder is placed under there. And you go and you just strike the this pole. Roll it.
It's an 8.
Luckily, the pole is not massively good at getting out of the way, and your fist just cracks straight through it. And the envelope of that part of the canopy lands on all of your... those who are underneath, anyway. So Farven and the 4 other blokes. Canopy lands directly on top of you.
So you imagine if that was Liege Richards?
Imagine he did that to their tents. The damage he could cause. When we're in a field of tents, he will knock them all over.
One by one,
in under an hour. And that we guarantee.
I mean, unnecessary, I feel. Very unnecessary. You've broken the structural integrity of our tent for no reason.
Imagine what we'll do to that bridge.
This is what we do. We destroy structural integrity.
Yes. Reverse engineering.
It's potential, but I feel that would be... yeah. Perhaps you could weaken parts of the bridge so that the explosives are guaranteed to work. Perhaps.
Definitely.
You do look like a strong fellow there.
You're not wrong again.
Sot-Rue, hold the stick back in place and I'll mend it and put it back together.
Sot-Rue works with Gorrus by
As long as
holding
it's
it.
not, the stick's not more than a foot wide, is it?
Nope.
So I can fix that.
Now that, my friend, is impressive.
Thank you. I'm going to go back outside now. So this wall of outside.
We taking these.
So he's a strong rock man.
Yes.
You're good at hiding in the floor and mending things.
What?
Why has the Liege Sterling hired you?
Well, if you give us these gunpowders, I'll show you.
Well, okay.
He's a cool motherfucker.
Where's your paperwork? We talked about paperwork.
Yes, of course. Now we're inside. I can happily show it to you. And I pull out a letter. And as I'm going through my bag with my hands in the bag, I'm casting minor illusion. And I present him the letter, opened up.
I feel like this is a a way out of situations.
Yeah, now we've come up with a solution.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So he rolls to 14, is it?
I could give you what's on the letter or some from the paragraphs.
Yes, do so.
Okay, it says, Dear Wilbur. Is it Wilbur? What was that? The guy's name?
Wilborn, I think.
Wilborn.
Wilborn, yeah.
Yes. Dear Wilborn, I require your services again, old friend. I am having troubles with the Liege Richards, and I need you to send your best men to scout around and be my eyes. This letter gives those men authority under my rule to work with my armies and to kill a quota of up to 6 men or 10 bandits per day.
Per hour.
No, per day, it says. I know with you, old friend, we will be able to dismantle the Liege Richards armies, and again, Liege Sterling will be the power in this region. Signed, Liege Sterling.
He looks at it and he says, well, I've never seen conditions like this before.
You should work the palace spectres.
You don't have any bells around here, do you?
He looks at it, he says, where's the seal?
Oh,
He's
well,
in the river.
the
Bad. Are you making up for the fact that...
Peter's not here, someone's got to be part.
the problem is, my friend, that this isn't quite above board. Do you know what I mean?
Huff, huff, wink, wink.
Some of the work we do isn't exactly legal.
Well, is this a note from the Liege Sterling or not?
It is, but if you were to steal this, or if Liege Richard's men were to steal this, it could be evidence used against Liege Sterling.
But he signed his name on the bottom.
Well, I know, but that's not provable, is it? Because it's not a seal.
So if it's not provable, why should I believe you?
Well, because I'm the one that's going to do the job for you, aren't I?
It's a good point. I'm still slightly suspicious, though.
Well...
Okay, let's go have a look. You
Suspicious
can...
of this?
Are you suspicious of a frog that can hide himself in a mud pile? No.
I land and squelch back in.
So, let's go have a look at the bridge, then.
Okay. Here we go. Sot-Rue, you're going to see some things we're going to punch.
So, just for the listeners to understand, it's a quite wide bridge that goes over the river. There are, if you imagine, 2 triangles on either end with ropes holding some of the weight of the middle of the bridge.
So like a suspension bridge, but with ropes, not chains.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, cool. These are thick bound ropes, and the wood that's in place here is extremely thick. Obviously, more of the engineering is on either side of the bridge, and the middle there is perhaps less going on. As you go up to it, you notice that in the middle of the bridge, the bridge appears to have been put together with 2 pieces, so from either end. So if you imagine like a bridge that would lift up, that's how it's been put together. But it's not a lifting up bridge, just to be sure. But that's how it appears to have been put together. So 2 large pieces appear to have been either rolled forward and put together, or they've done something of that sort. In the middle is a large ironwork rectangle on either end that appears to be a set. It looks to you like a set of doors. Flat in the centre, square on in the middle of the bridge.
Horizontal, like doors.
So flat, as if you were to walk over it. Right. So ostensibly, when you're walking over it, it would appear to just be a bit where they've joined the 2 bridges together. But to you guys, who have been through these rooms before, you would recognise that to essentially be a door.
So this is the door. We can't destroy the bridge because this is the door.
Well, if we could, and it would just... What if we destroy both ends? And
But we're still in the... Yeah.
That'd be so fucking cool. Looking up, I look up at the sky and go, so, are you sure about this?
And remember, this is the one door we have to go through.
I mean, you're leaving this one very open-ended, Wellborn.
Oh, Wellborn. Okay, yeah, this could be easy peasy. Blow it up for breakfast, that's what I say.
Well, no, because they're not due to be here till lunch.
No, we're going to convince them to eat their breakfast on the bridge.
Yes.
I'd be very impressed if you could do that.
I make croissants.
You make what?
You are. I just scrolled up.
Well, so, do you have any plan of where we're placing the gunpowder, or should we decide?
Well, we were just thinking where we can get it. We're a bit stuck with the weather. We weren't sure how we were gonna set it off. Initially, we had planned to have a series of barrels at this end, so that once they cross over, we can just light the fuse and it will start blowing up as they're on it. Perhaps marooning some this side so we can stabby, killy.
Interesting.
The other idea I suppose we had was just to make it look like the barrels, just lay them along as if they were part of the bridge itself.
I feel that could raise suspicions, though.
Which we don't want to do.
Gorrus, Sot-Rue, I'll consult my engineers.
We want maximum damage with minimum danger.
To you?
Yes.
Not to them. Maximum danger to them.
Maximum danger to them.
Minimal danger to you.
Yeah.
Hang on, who do we need to put in danger? Us.
Them.
You?
Me.
Who?
Okay. Exactly.
Okay, we're on it. We're your A-team. Don't worry. Let's have a
I mean,
chat,
like,
guys.
The most...
Oh, he's
You speak bullywug.
Sorry, I've just had a tooth taken out and it was troubling me.
Oh, so, he can't speak bullywug, he was just pretending.
So where I was going with that was, if we can get as many of them on there as possible at the same time,
yes.
bonus points, ideal.
What about if we put the explosives one side, blow it when they're all on there, and we have explosives the other side that we also blow, and they're just stuck on a bridge which is sinking in the water.
That's good, but
Easy pickings.
I mean, we expect there to be quite a few of these caravans coming through, but...
Well, we'll just have to get the front lot, won't we? We're not going to get all of them.
But if we could do something to distract them, maybe if the stone man stands there and they get out and all have a look at him and like touch him and be like, wow, because I mean, I've got to be honest, he's pretty cool. I want to touch him.
Looking, no touching.
I understand. I feel that way as well.
You don't want one of his hugs anyway.
They really do hurt quite a lot.
Yeah.
We're working on him, though.
But if he stood there, you know,
Yeah,
they'd all
okay.
be out like, oh, touchy. Yeah, so if he stands up, and they're all like, wow.
They might
And then they
wanna
all
touch him.
crowd round, and then, kaboom boom.
But wouldn't that mean that Sot-Rue was in the kaboom boom?
It would be better if we could, when they start coming.
Well, hang on a minute. Do you, can you swim?
No.
He can sink.
Yeah, but he can walk along the bottom of the river.
We could tie a rope
This is
to him.
also
Well, then if we
true.
blow either end,
Well, on him? What is going to do? He's
well,
not an
while
instrument.
while they're in like investigating him, causing I don't know.
What if he's in the middle of the bridge?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. If he's still exactly on this door bit here, maybe.
Yes, potentially, yes. Maybe. So what we'll do is we'll put explosives on one end of the bridge, explosives on the other. We'll set them up so they're ready to blow. Gorrus can set them off. We'll put Sot-Rue in the middle of the bridge. We'll put him in the middle, hide your men. We'll go talk to Sot-Rue and make sure the plan's all fine. And then we'll wait, and that's when we'll blow the bridge.
That's when
Yes.
we'll blow the bridge.
So, exactly. So we'll go load these barrels up.
Boom.
I see you're very excited about it, and that makes me excited.
Do you know why I'm excited?
Why?
Because I can see a promotion coming.
For me?
Well, no, but we don't have to tell.
Oh, no, for me.
We don't have to tell my superiors that you guys were here because you're just travelling through.
Do you know what? That's
That's
exactly...
it. We can't have any of the credit. We're a secret squad.
Yes.
Secret squad?
Secret Squad.
Hurricane Squad.
Boys, I like these guys, and I'm going to have a conversation with my chaps.
Yeah.
You guys do your thing.
Well, we'll start loading up those barrels.
Well,
No,
no.
away.
I don't know. We have some. You work out the fine details.
Sure, we'll wait, and let's hope Richard's squad doesn't come along while we're chatting.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be embarrassing if Richard's squad crossed over while we were just having an old chinwag.
What's that sound? It sounds like an army.
Well, really?
Well, we can just get
No,
started.
we're explaining to you the problems you'll arrive. Come on, get moving. We need to get started. That's what we're telling you.
Well, yeah, but we weren't expecting them for another.
No, he wasn't being serious. He thought the army was here. He's saying,
Oh.
hurry up.
I see. Okay, right. Well,
Sot-Rue was using sarcasm, which is rare for him, I'll be absolutely honest. No, we just can't have you rolling bluffs.
remember that whispering away from the mic really quietly doesn't get picked up.
No good. If it's not on the podcast, it's not in the DM's head.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Sot-Rue, pick up some barrels and be very careful with them.
Sot-Rue starts picking up barrels and... Is there a cart or something we can load it onto nearby, or no?
Oh, help.
So,
The tents are next to them. Let's get all the barrels out there.
just outside
Yeah, I
into
think
the
so.
rain. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Do we want them out in the rain?
I mean, it'd be quite difficult to transport. It'd be quite slow.
But even
Maybe
with-
we should
like,
look
we can
around
keep-
for something.
So, okay, right. Well, let's have a huddle and talk about this. So, what
See, I told you. Huddle time.
No.
Not
yeah,
with you.
yeah.
You two.
Yeah, we're doing engineering huddles. Are you an engineer?
Kind of.
This is a secret engineer huddle.
Well, we're reverse engineers, so you're the opposite of what we want.
Oh, my brain. Well, I wouldn't have a chat on my own anyway, so I mean, like, yeah.
Okay, go. Yeah.
Stop interrupting me.
This guy.
Okay, right.
They go off and you see them huddle around talking, and they're staying near the explosives. They were impressed with the whole punching the like pole thing, but I think it's they're staying there. It's dry there as well, so
Yeah, can we see how many barrels there are?
I think I said 5 or 6.
5 or 6, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, here's my plan. We need to put the barrels on the bridge. Don't want it to be suspicious. We put them underneath the bridge. How do we put barrels underneath the bridge? I'll tell you how. In my head, that's what I thought of it. What we do?
Unseen servant.
No, unseen servant is not strong enough. But
No.
I'm glad.
2 unseen servants.
I wish to God I had that power.
You wish the cause you had that power.
You know what? If Core gave it to me, I would sign right up.
I start looking to the heavens.
Methuselah?
Deal.
So, here's my plan. What we do, we tie rope around Gorrus,
I'm listening.
we dangle him into the
I
fire.
throw him.
No, but I'm going to trust you with something that maybe I shouldn't. What we do, maybe I get tied to the rope. No, I don't want to be down there. Oh, which is worse. Anyway, here's my plan. Tie rope to Gorrus, put him in the water, but make it so hopefully he can still keep above the waterline, right? We give him a barrel. He holds the barrel, places it up against the bridge, underneath the bridge. Sot-Rue, you dangle me over the sides, and I use a spell to tie up those barrels.
What spell do you have that ties up barrels?
I've been working on one.
Ooh.
I've been working on one.
I like this.
Yes. Let me just check my spell to see if it would work. I feel like, even if it says it won't work, I'm going to say it does work.
Where's our rules lawyer? What's the spell?
Well,
So so we definitely want them underneath. The other solution I was thinking of, in case this doesn't work, if we do want the barrels on top of the bridge, that we ask them to take down 2 of their tents, and we put their tents up on the bridge with the barrels inside. Because then the barrels will stay dry because they're inside the tent, and I can just firebolt them, or we can do lots of things to set them off at that point. That's not a problem so much. But we definitely want to destroy the bridge before the army gets there. I don't think Wellborn wants us to let these 2 armies fight. Maybe this is like a famous point in history where some sort of miraculous event happened that stopped these armies fighting and saved hundreds of lives.
But we must be close to the door.
We're on the door, I think.
Yes.
It's on the bridge, yeah.
So that's what we do. We set up these traps.
Oh, right, so yeah, I'm being thick there. Sorry. Sorry. Apologise. Your tone often makes it sound like you don't understand everything.
I mean, right back at you.
Yeah. Oh, no, to be fair, yes. I had the history of you misunderstanding plan. But that time you were spot fucking on.
So yeah, that's exactly it. We set up these bomb sites, and then when we tell the others to go and waiting, we just stand in the middle and we blow the bridge. The bridge is long enough, and we'll only put the bombs on the sides. In the middle, we should be okay.
So we're hoping the middle arch stays stood up.
Perhaps. Yes. Yeah, we hope the whole bridge stays together and then floats away. And we can just
But
go
because it's got these 2 arches, if we blow up those 2 arches, the middle arch should stay up and they couldn't access it. So our section could theoretically just stay up like that. That's what we want to create, isn't it?
So we've been looking at the bridge and planning out. I think that it looks like if we blow the struts underneath the bridge, which there's only struts really at the side.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the middle.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be held by the 2 little arch towers that are at either
Yeah,
end.
if they fall apart.
Well, if we blow all the connections to the sides,
Yeah.
we're hoping the bridge, which is flat, will just go in the water and then float away, and we can go through the door.
Fantastic. That's a great plan.
Okay, good.
Right, so we need to then see if we can do this thing where I go under the water.
Yes,
This river seems really fast flowing.
it does. It'll be tricky for you.
I want to be tied onto the bridge where this happens.
Yes, definitely.
Is that okay with everyone?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, because I don't want to be with I can breathe underwater. I can be underwater forever. Really, that's not an issue for me. Yeah. How do we? And then set them off with firebolt. Yeah. Okay. Let me check my spell book temporarily, just in case I can't hit them when they're underneath the bridge. This is my fear, because I've got a feeling that my firebolt spell might be. Yeah, it comes from. Oh no benefit from cover. It can go through cover. That's fine. My firebolt can go through the bridge as cover. Thank fuck for that. That's fucking useful. Yeah, the target gets no benefit from cover by the saving throw. But it's still coming down. I don't think it can go through the bridge. I think it's behind a rock I can hit it, but I don't think I can...
Because yours is a divine one, I don't think it's that kind of fiery out thing.
Oh yeah, it's 1 radiant damage, it's not fire damage.
Yeah.
Your firebolt.
Yeah, Sacred Flame is actually radiant damage.
It's the power god!
So maybe we don't... We've got lots of options, haven't we, for doing this?
Yes, and I was thinking putting the gunpowder underneath the bridge.
I've looked at my flame spell. I can't actually get it under there with my flame spell.
What,
Sorry.
It's light fire?
No, it's actually radiant light from God, and unless it might set it on fire, but in these conditions, I don't think it would work actually.
But even still, I don't think we need to hide the gunpowder because we don't care about hiding it.
We need to keep it. But we need to keep it dry.
Yes, we do.
Dry is the important thing.
Yes.
So if we can convince them to give us a tent or a cover to put the gunpowder under, and say, "Oh no, we're just working it. We'll hide it in a second," and then when they're not paying attention, boom, blow it up anyway.
Yes.
Because this guy seems like a moron.
Yes. So we'll say that we want to have a staging area, gunpowder on one end, gunpowder
Yeah.
on the other end, tents covering it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna start working on the structure.
I'm like, we'll work all night, we'll do this. And suddenly, before they know it, we've just blown it all up. We're like, see you later, fuckers. And we sailed down the river on the door.
Perfect.
This seems like a perfect... Sot-Rue, you like this plan?
I like it a lot.
Fantastic. Sot-Rue likes the plan.
As soon as the light goes green, if you know what I mean, just start punching any structure you see in front of you.
Oh, I will.
Fantastic.
That won't get misinterpreted.
No, nothing.
I can't see anything that would go wrong with that.
Exactly. Structure, the structure of mankind, the structure of your body, everything can be structured, can't it? This is going to be a lot of fun. Right, so we ask him if we can have a couple of tents to keep the gunpowder dry.
Definitely.
And you should do that because you're more charismatic than I am.
Oh, okay.
So at this point, the group of the 4 comes over, and the person he's got a silver helmet. It's got a single black feather coming out the top. He's the only one with the feather out of his helmet. They're all wearing these big, sort of heavy black, dark raincoats. He comes up and he says, "Right, so what have you come up with? What's the plan?"
Well, Featherhead, what's your name?
Ray.
Ray, and what's your position within the Liege Sterling's army?
I'm the corporal here.
Corporal Ray.
Yes.
Corporal Ray, we're going to blow this bridge with a load of Liege Richard bastards all over it.
That's the plan.
Okay.
But how, my
So,
friend?
first of all, we need staging areas.
Yeah, this is going to be a longer operation.
We're going to blow one end of the bridge and the other end of the bridge, but we're going to need to move half the gunpowder to one end, but keep it dry, so we're going to need a tent at the other end.
This is the problem we've got. The rain. How are we going to do it?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to use these tents.
Right.
So, if you have one of the tents,
Yep.
take it down the other end, store the gunpowder in there. Put a tent on our end, store the gunpowder in there. And then from there, we'll work on placing the gunpowder under the bridge.
Okay.
And then when these Richard's men come along, we'll blow that mofo sky high.
Sounds like a deception.
Yes, it will be a deception.
That's a good point, mate.
Yes. That what we're doing to the rest will be a deception.
He's smart, this guy.
Yeah, smart, Corporal Ray. Yeah. Oh.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Guidance. I put my hand in your back and go, yeah, he's
Where on
right,
his back?
this guy. So
Where
I
on
have a
his-
D4 on top of it as well.
Where on his back?
Just on his back, small of his back.
He needed that 4.
D4.
Oof, 4.
11.
I've got to be honest, I'm not sure about this. I mean, they could have people watching from the forest. If they see us messing around on top of the bridge, I don't know. And what do you think? Like, there's too much that could go wrong with this. I don't know.
Well, what would your approach be, Corporal Ray?
I say we get it all one end. Our end. We don't want to cross over there. Because if we're that side of the river, and they see us over that side of the river, I don't know.
Yeah, we can work with that.
Yeah, potentially.
And we blow that in,
Yeah,
and then
because it still blows it.
I thought we can just
Yeah.
smash it.
No.
Yeah. Okay, we can work with that.
Yeah, if that, look, this is your operation, Ray. And then, obviously, this is your plan. If our plan goes wrong, you can blame us. Your plan goes wrong, it's all on you, but we'll work it your way. This is your battle thing, Ray.
Yeah, there is that. I mean, they could be watching us right now, though.
I jump 30 feet in the air, look at him spinning around, and go, can't see him. 15 feet, though. I jump 15 feet. Still quite good.
I mean, if I can tell you guys, we actually haven't been over the other side of the river.
Well, you wouldn't want to. That's fucking Liege Richard's land. It's disgusting.
What was that?
That was me spitting gravel.
They all go. I tell you what. Why don't you come with us? Sit round the fire, have a drink.
Mate,
We'll mull on it.
there's too much to do tonight. We got prep to do. Getting this bridge in the perfect condition.
Wow.
You thought we did.
So you want to work at night?
Oh, can they see us at night?
We only work at night.
But you came to us in the day.
We weren't working them.
No.
Now, they come to see you. They can't see us in the night, Ray.
No.
We don't need torches to work.
Yes, we have.
Well, I think torches would be dangerous with the
yes.
Exactly.
with explosives.
But I mean, we have magical torches, so.
Yeah.
You've got magical
And he can
torches.
see in the dark.
Yeah.
And you can see in the dark. God, is there anything you guys can't do?
Not really, no!
Well, yeah, there's lots I can't do. I struggle with spelling.
He can't be in the desert, that's about it.
Can't be in the
Oh, no deserts around here, mate.
I know, I'm really happy.
I can't swim.
He can't swim, but he doesn't need to. He just walks on the bottom of the sea.
What about if we tie all the barrels
Yeah?
in a tent?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Cough
Vince,
to
mate.
death.
Poor Ray!
You alright, Ray?
Look at the tragic backstory!
You've been out here too long, Ray.
It's the black lung.
I take a step back.
What about if we tie them in there
Time him.
and float them under the bridge?
They'll get quite wet though, won't they?
If we tie it tight enough?
What are you on about, Ray? What are you tying them in?
I don't know.
Yeah. not your greatest plan, mate. I like you. Got a lot of time for you. But if you keep them dry, the river is not your best bet.
Yeah.
Hey!
Well, how are we going to put them under the bridge then?
Oh, well, have you told me about your spell?
Yes.
So I'm going to jump up and hold onto the side of the bridge. Okay, is it a cantrip?
What, my
Well,
web?
yeah. No, see, I don't want you to burn one, do you? Well,
We could.
yeah. What's this? And I hold on.
Oh, what, you mean do it now?
Yeah, you throw him, Farven.
Oh, it's true. What do you want?
I'm holding onto one of the ropes of the bridge.
Right.
So I jump up and I just grab it and go, throw him.
I don't know what I'm going to show him.
Web me in there.
What, web you are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it. I cast web and I web Gorrus to the bridge.
Oh, my
Out my fingers. This web comes out my fingers. Like this.
And you hear, "Oh, Job, what? Told you he was a wizard."
And then I let go.
And then you hear one of them say, "He can't be a wizard, he's not got a hat."
I go, did someone say I should have a hat? And all of a sudden I have a hat.
Wow.
A big wizard hat. Which is glowing on top.
And look, I'm really stuck.
And the best thing is, it's flammable as fuck. I could just light it up right now.
And I would hate that.
I like this. So we're going to do this under the bridge.
Potentially.
Oh, yeah. You just need to get a... Look, if you want this plan, we just need a pile of gunpowder under the tent here and a pile of gunpowder under the tent up there. We'll do the rest at night in the dark.
Yes.
Well, okay. We'll split the load. You guys take that end, we'll take this end.
Perfect.
Perfect. Right. And with that, we will end the episode.
Oh,
Thanks for listening.
can someone untie me and get me down?
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.